Welcome to Sounds of Brass.
Hello there, and welcome to the Brassettes Podcast number 5. In this episode, I chat to Anna Hughes-Williams, who has played cornet for the likes of Fodens, YBS, Desford, Besses, Sellers and Hammonds. She's also had a very successful time conducting a Trinity Girls Band for 3 years. Anna is a peripatetic music teacher working in Manchester and is also a tutor at the National Youth Brass Band of Wales and Wessex Summer School. Anna is also setting up a new brass ensemble called Maestre. Hope you enjoy our chat. Anna, are you there?
Hello, Joanne.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, good to see you. So,
And you?
Yeah, so you've got a lot going on, haven't you, in banding and your teaching and everything?
Oh yes, I'm mega busy.
Yeah, because you I can see now you're in your car at the moment, aren't you? You're waiting to go somewhere else.
I am. I do my teaching on a Friday, so I'll be teaching in Stockport later on after speaking to yourself.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, yeah. So what would you say? Is that what you do all the time then? Would you say are you a Perry, a teacher?
I am a Perry, so I work in 2 schools in the week. I work in Bolton School, which is a all boys school.
Yeah.
And I work in Haslington High School with Kevin Gibbs, who used to be a very good trombone player.
Right.
And then I do some private teaching.
Brilliant.
I conduct the Stockport Intermediate Brass Band on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I also do the Boltons, which is a group for people with learning difficulties and physical disabilities with Toby Hobson on a Wednesday. It's just a musical group. So plenty of variation in my week.
That's nice, isn't it? And then you play. You were playing for Hammonds still, aren't you?
I am not playing with the Hammonds anymore. I have finished with Hammonds. I finished in October.
Did you? Oh,
yeah. Travelling to Huddersfield twice a week was taking its toll, really.
yeah.
And my heart is in. Yeah, my heart is in youth teaching. So I just filled my time really with extra private pupils and doing that.
And I think that's it, isn't it? You have to do what's right with, and the thing is, we've only got so much energy, haven't we? You have to be able to,
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Obviously, brass bands is a great hobby, but it does take up a lot of your time.
It certainly does, doesn't it? Because that's the same as me. I've just left Fishburn, haven't I? Because similar thing to me, really. Just couldn't. I was doing all right to step back and just do my own thing.
That's it. And the thing is, Joanne, it does take a lot of your time. And sometimes you think, right, okay, well, it's got to take a back step for a bit and have to do something else. Music is always going to be part of your life, really.
I think that's what it is, isn't it? It's like, it's strange, isn't it, when you do step back from the band because, you've done it for so long. And I think you put so much of your energy into it, don't you? And you're all you're travelling and you're practicing and you're performing. And it isn't part of that team. And then suddenly you're not. And the last couple of weeks I've been a bit it's you're sad. I'm sad that I've left, but I know it's the right decision. Do you know what I mean? It's, and you'd have to do things what's right for you, don't you, in the end?
Well, that's it. And the thing is, sometimes playing in a brass band is not for you at this time. Perhaps it's worth trying something else, still having music in your life.
Exactly.
But something else.
Exactly, isn't it? Because I've talked about, because we talked about, didn't it, online about a group, because I've got a little brass group, a 10-piece, and I've had that going about a year now, which is great. But it's like thinking differently, isn't it? You know what I mean? Because I know you were thinking about doing that, weren't you?
I am. So the thing is, obviously, it's a big change for me this year because obviously last year I had Hammonds, so that was twice a week. And I also had Trinity Girls Brass Band, which obviously I loved doing that. Obviously I started with a band. Mr. Evans asked me to go down just to take him for the area, and I ended up staying for 3 years. I don't know if you know anything about Trinity Girls Brass Band, but it's an all-female brass band.
Brilliant.
A lot of the ladies, it was started, I think, in 1959, I think, by a lady called Margaret Stokes. She wasn't a musician, she was a midwife. And she started the band, and it's all female brass band. They've most of the ladies in the band have been there right from the start, so they're well in the 60s.
Brilliant.
So I've had a lovely 3 years with them, but obviously times change, and obviously my ideas about the future were different than their ideas for the future. Mine's always about the youth and bringing on youth players. Our ideas weren't aligned, so after 3 years, unfortunately, we've parted ways, but I've had a great time, and I thank them all for everything, all the opportunities they gave me was great. We had a good time.
And that's it, isn't it? There's so many different opportunities that we can have in music. Get to an age we're not getting any younger. And I think the thing is, even though we're not playing in top section banding anymore, you know what I mean? We still have a lot to offer, and massive.
That's it, Joanne. Like you were saying with you were 10-piece, it's been very successful.
Yeah.
So I've thought, you know what? Why don't I've never played for a group. I've never played for like a brass group or a 10-piece or a quintet. So I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to start up my own little group called Maestre.
Nice.
Obviously, you would think it would be a Welsh word, but I believe it's a Spanish word.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
And it's just going to be, I think it's going to be very similar to what you were doing, really, but just in a different part of the country. Just having a bit of fun, making music, and obviously mixing with young players and people with experience, and just doing a few gigs, raising a bit of money for charity. So that's the next little project, I think.
Brilliant. Oh, well, that'll be something to look forward to, won't it? Because that's what I think. With our group, we've got probably about 15 or 16 players, but we'll maybe only have 10. So we don't have to have everybody there, because a lot of people have retired, or they don't want the commitment of playing in, twice a week, So it's it's one of them things that people are still being able to play, but they're being able to enjoy it and fit it around their family and their life. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it, and it's less commitment for somebody, so you're still enjoying music, but it's not set twice a week. Where it's very difficult to maintain now when you're older, really.
And I think that's it. So it give you that flexibility, doesn't it?
It's great. Well, who knows? Once I get it up and running, perhaps we can come up to the northeast and do something.
We could do a joint concert.
Yeah, well, once I get it up and running and let's see where it goes. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun making music, isn't it, Joanne?
Exactly, isn't it? Have you got a lot of youngsters then that you are teaching at the moment then? Have you got?
I've got quite a few private pupils.
Yes.
And I do the Stockport Intermediate Brass Band on a Saturday. Right. So that's my little band. It's a great organisation. We've got like a lot of music services. I don't know if there's one up in the northeast, but we got like a beginner, a training band, a junior band, intermediate band, senior brass band. So there's a lot of young people having a bit of fun making music on a Saturday.
Brilliant. That's so good to hear, isn't it?
And also, on the different scale, I do the National Youth Brass Band of Wales. We will be in Lampeter with Paul Holland is conducting this year. We have a different conductor every year. Right. Paul Holland is doing it this year, and that's going to be a bit of fun. So I'm fortunate. I've been very fortunate, Joanne, that I've had opportunities with the youth bands, the National Youth Brass Bands, with the Great Britain one, Last year I did
Yeah.
the Scottish one.
Yeah.
So, but that's where my passion lies. I've been very fortunate to play, you know, at the highest level, but also I've had a lot of opportunities, and I want to pass them on to the next generation, really. Very fortunate in when I started playing. The person that started me off was Ian Morgan. He was like a conductor at Park and Day, and he did all the teaching in school. And he was just so passionate about, you know, and he gave me so many opportunities. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to find somebody, really, that wants to bring on the youth.
How old were you then when you started playing?
So I started playing in secondary school.
Did you?
So, yeah, I don't know. Somebody came round and just said, did you want to play a brass instrument? In primary school, you could only play the violin, and I played that for very short space of time. And Mum said, no to the violin.
That's enough.
So I had an opportunity in secondary school. Ian came round with him and asked if anyone wanted to play a brass instrument. And then that's where it started, really. So I came up to Manchester to study at Salford. Yeah. And then obviously my cornet teacher was John Hudson, who was the principal cornet of Fodens Brass Band at the time.
Right.
So as soon as I came up in the September, he asked me to audition, and I went now. And then I was a member of Fodens when I first came up to Manchester. Outstanding experience.
I bet it was.
Fabulous band, You know, obviously they were the quality of the players. We were very successful at that time. You know, most probably, if somebody said out of all the things that I've done in brass bands, I will always go back to Fodens playing You're the Dragon. Of the Europeans, you know, I don't think that I would get that experience again out of banding. It was it was definitely a highlight, and obviously being in Cardiff, you know, being a Welsh one.
Amazing, that's amazing memories, isn't it?
Yeah. And then obviously I went to Desford. I played bumper up to Linda Nicholson, who was a very good cornet player and a great friend of mine. She set up the St Helens Youth Brass Band. So she went to all the youth as well. Then I went to Wingates on Principal Cornet and Besses.
And Besses.
And then I went to Sellers. So obviously my inspiration as a cornet player is Phil McCann. And having the opportunity to play in Sellers with Phil McCann, obviously it was on my tick list. It was great. It was a great opportunity. We had a good band. A lot of fun, met a lot of great people. And then YBS, I played at YBS with Dave King. And then 20 years later, there I was in Sellers band room playing with Hammonds.
Wow, yeah.
So there's plenty going on with brass band. Yeah.
So what kind of advice, Anna, would you give to somebody starting out in music?
Well, I would say playing a brass instrument is one of the best hobbies you can have. I would take all the opportunities. Set yourself high standards. You know, obviously that's with a lot of practice, and get a good teacher to direct you on what goals you want. And be the best you can be, really. It's enjoyable having fun with young people with the same interest. I've been very fortunate to play at the highest level, and I've loved it. I've made friends all over the world, and just go for it. Just enjoy it, experience.
Probably everyone has said, you know, take as many opportunities as you can, and you know, and do, if you get offered things, try and do it, and you know, and be open to opportunities like that, because the thing is, you know, you just have to go for it, don't you? Because there's so many things out there that you can do once you know.
Well, that's it. And the other thing is, obviously, with the conducting, I know it's the thing with young female conductors at the moment. I know obviously I've had the opportunity of being with an all-female brass band, but I have a little bit of advice for conductors who are starting off. What I would say is have goals with the band. Have like a long-term goal, like a medium goal and a short-term goal.
Right.
Work out what the band's aspirations are. I think that's a major thing when you're conducting a brass band.
Yeah.
Set out the job descriptions, who sets out who's responsible for what, will you can look over the music, then moving to the players. Maybe have a little bit of a contract, like a job contract. Just make sure when you conduct a band, it's great fun, but just have who's responsible for what, from the start. That's my advice. Well, that's it, because the thing is, then you can see whether you have the time to give it. Does the band have a committee that runs all that bit, or is it your responsibility? Just set your stall out, really. Who's
that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, and I think that it's worth. It's worth thinking about that, isn't it? And it's communication, isn't it? As well, it's like keeping it all, like if you're aware of what is expected, then don't you? It's keeping it all, Yeah, good advice there, Anna. Thank you very much.
Well, I'll give it a try.
But that's it, isn't it? We can only try. So
that's it.
What about your? You were saying that you're conducting the special school as well.
So what I do is we do a music group. So there's a company in Bolton called Create Bolton.
Right.
And what they try and do is they try and give arts to people, bring arts into people's lives to make it more enjoyable, So there are a lot of people in the group that we do. There's a music group with myself and Toby Hobson.
Right.
And we meet on a weekly basis on a Wednesday. And it's for people with learning difficulties or physical disabilities. And we just bring a bit of enjoyment and music in their life. So we do a bit of djembes, ukuleles, bit of singing. It's just like an hour session. We have a cup of tea and a cake after it.
Yeah, how fantastic.
And it's great fun. And we try and get them to do a few little gigs. So I sometimes have a scratch band, a brass band. They do the first half and then the Boltons do the second half. Brilliant. And then we'll have a Christmas gig. Only a few little gigs throughout the year, but it's really good fun. It's really good fun.
Oh, that's good for you, isn't it? See, that's it, isn't it? There's, there's so many things, isn't there? Well, you sound very busy, It's been lovely chatting to you. Dear me, I can't believe how much we've covered. But
thank you, Joanne. It's been lovely, and thank you very much for asking me to do this podcast.
That's all right.
I wish you all the best with it.
It's lovely to have you on. Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thanks to Anna for chatting with me on our Brassettes podcast, and thank you so much for listening. Bye for now. Thanks to Andrew Champion and Teeth Components Brass for letting me use the march you hear throughout the podcast.